Hey guys, Tonya Shepherd Hatfield, nurse practitioner here. Going to do one of my awkward live videos. Um, we're watching the news and we're watching the governor, and these cases keep going up. Right after the governor's speech this evening, the mayor of Hazard and the Kentucky River Health Department, which is over in the Hazard area, they do like Hazard, Knott, Letcher, all down that way, Leslie. I don't know exactly what else they've got, but they've got that whole southern area over there. They announced a positive case in Hazard. So in Perry County, they have a confirmed positive. They said he was, did I write it down? He was older. He was in his 70s. So 79 years old. 79-year-old male. So more than likely somebody's brought it into him. They didn't give any information on where he lived or where he may have been exposed. But we know that it is spreading through the communities. So he's either picked it up while he's been out or somebody's packed it in on him. We had 114 new cases today and 7 total deaths today in the state. Now, one of the things that we've kind of been hitting on has been tomorrow's first of the month. So people are going to be getting their money and going out, and I hope there's going to be a lot of people out tomorrow. There just are. People's not had money since this time last month, so they're going to be out there, got to get their groceries, and they got to get whatever's left on the shelves, because it looked like there was quite a few people out today too, from what people have been telling me. I haven't been out of the house, so I don't leave this place unless I have to go to work or I got to run to the store for mom and dad or something. I usually try to do that on my way home if I'm off early enough. So some of the stores are limiting the amount of people that can be in there. So check on the door before you go in. I'm sure that they're going to have people standing out there, and they're going to kind of be conducting traffic. So I know that there was a sign on the door at the Family Dollar up here at Lackey, and Martin IGA put out a thing today that they're going to limit the amount of people in their stores too, just to try to keep down the large congregations of people. That's how this stuff spreads. No mass gatherings. So you got to continue. Wash your hands, do your social distancing, no mass gatherings, even in the stores. Don't congregate out there. You can still call people on the phone, FaceTime, whatever, talk to them on Facebook. Take your shoes off at the door. Keep hand sanitizer in your car. Wipe off your carts with Clorox wipes. Most of these stores are providing these. As soon as you go in, they've got something there to wipe your cart off with. Teach your family these habits. There's a lot of people that they don't want to do it. They just, they're going to do what they want to do, and they're going to go out and they're going to, like Sean Allen said he saw yesterday at Food City, a guy literally blew his nose in the parking lot, wiped it off with his hand, and went and grabbed a buggy. Okay, that's just gross. Don't do that. We can't be doing that. That's just gross. So that's how this stuff spreads. So think about that when you go to reach and grab a hold of your buggy. Get you a wipe and wipe that off. What if somebody snots on there? That's just gross. That's the last thing that you want on you right now, or ever. It's kind of been thrown around the last couple of days. I've seen on Facebook, providers have mentioned it, nurses have mentioned it, and then President Trump actually mentioned it this evening about how everybody probably needs to start wearing something over their mouth, a scarf or a bandana, or there's a lot of people making these homemade masks. Get one of those and start wearing this stuff over your mouth. I don't see that it's going to hurt anything. I'm seeing people wearing masks out there anyway. Don't wear the hospital grade mask, because the hospital workers need these. Don't be going out and buying them up in bulk or whatever. Let's see. So I've got this sleeve thing that belongs to one of my kids that I keep in my purse, and it's got like this big horrible clown face on it that pulls up over my nose, and I wear it anyway. I don't care. So I'm not saying that you have to or anything. I just think it's a good idea. I've been a nurse a long time, and I've wore a lot of masks in my time. And at least if you're carrying it and you do cough or sneeze or breathe or whatever, and you've got this virus, a mask is going to contain it to you. And then if you use a cloth mask or a bandana or whatever, just make sure you wash it. Get several of them. I've got like a ton of bandanas here in every color because I was an 80s girl and that's just kind of what we did then. Let's see. I'm trying to look at my. Okay, tomorrow, people that will be out shopping tomorrow, or this is just from here on out, we need to start trying to limit the number of people that are going into these stores. When you go out, you don't have to take your whole family. You don't have to take your whole carload of youngins with you. If you do, leave them in the car. Take somebody that lives in your household with you and leave them in the car with these kids. They don't need to be running around in the store. Kids are petri dishes. They carry just germs, and even though this isn't messing with the kids too awful much, they can still pack it on their hands from wherever they picked it up and put it somewhere else for somebody to pick up. So keep your kids in the car, leave them at the house preferably. Try to do one person per family in these stores, one person per buggy. We've got to cut down on the amount of people that are out in public right now. This surge is coming, so you're going to have to, people's going to have to do their part. They're just going to have to. Our numbers aren't bad in this area right now. Of course, we're going to see our numbers and stuff go up, but our numbers aren't bad. Let's keep it that way because we have small hospitals here. We have limited equipment. We have limited beds. This is a limited access area. We're in the hills. We've got Martin, McDowell. We've got Hazard, Highlands, Pikeville. Pikeville's the biggest hospital we got, and they ain't unlimited with their beds and their equipment and their nurses and their respiratory therapists. And then Martin, McDowell, we got Hazard, Highlands, Pikeville, Paul B. Hall. We're limited in our ICU beds and even more limited in the healthcare workers, the nurses and the respiratory therapists that can handle this kind of stuff that's getting ready to come in here. Not everybody's going to need a ventilator. They're not, but we need to make sure that we got the beds and the equipment here ready to go when our people start getting sick. Because the thing about it is these big hospitals in Lexington and stuff, if our older folk get sick with this, they ain't going to make it to Lexington. They'll probably die on the way to get that ventilator if all of our ventilators around here are taken up. I'm hoping that we don't have to use all of what we got around here, but we might, and we better be ready for that. So if y'all can stay at the house, that would be great. Don't carry this out. If you're sick, you definitely stay home. You call the numbers to your doctor's office and see what they want you to do. The first of the month thing has had me nervous for a while because I think after this first of the month thing is when we're going to get our surge, just because the people are going to be out there and spreading it around. And there's going to be people get out tomorrow that ain't been out of the holler since this time last month. You all know that I'm telling the truth on that too. There's some people, they don't come out but once a month. They're probably better off than the rest of us. Okay, I want to flip through this and see if there's any questions over here. I'm learning this thing still. How many times have I done this? I'm still trying to learn this. Okay. Yes, Karen, gas pumps, nasty. Wash your hands when you get back in the car. Use your hand sanitizer. Wipe them off with the Clorox wipe when you use them. I don't care. But gas pumps are going to be nasty. Anything out there that somebody else has touched is going to be nasty. Buggies, you shopping buggies in the stores. They're gross. Door handles. Oh my God. Public bathrooms. Okay. All right. I want to go over my links that I always go over. If y'all got any questions or anything, you can throw them out there while I'm doing this. For our local people, we got our ARHs around here. The ARH COVID-19 hotline is open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., 606-439-7100. This is our local hospital. This is our local people going to answer this phone. So if you have a question about, am I sick? Do I need to come in? What do I need to do? You call these people and they're going to tell you. This is the map, the Johns Hopkins map. It's coronavirus.jhu.edu/map.html. Now, on yesterday, it was showing that we had a positive in Floyd County on that map, but it is not. That was an accident. Something was messed up with that because it's gone today. Because I actually got in contact with some people, and there was no. We don't have a confirmed here in Floyd County yet, but it's coming. It'll be here any day. I expect to hear about it any day. This is the governor's stuff. This chart came right off of this website right here, the Kentucky COVID-19.ky.gov. This is the number, 1-800-722-5725. If you've got a question about when should I seek care, this is the number you call there. This is anywhere in the state, you call this number. He's got all kinds of information on this. This is only pertaining to Kentucky. So get on that website and check out your stuff. This is the Kentucky Safer hotline number, 833-KY-SAFER. This is if you see businesses or congregations of people or whatever, yard sales and flea markets and bingo halls, whatever, that needs to be reported that they're not supposed to be getting together, then call this number, tell Andy. Our addicts that we have around here that's looking for a meeting. One of the hardest things for an addict to not have their fellowship and to be able to get out with their people and have their face-to-face support, trying to get through their addictions. So our grassroots area, grassrootsna.org, that is our area's NA. And you call this number, and we've got people that's going to answer that phone, and they will tell you where the meeting is. It's online, but they'll tell you how to find that. And they're already set times and everything, so you get in there and call this number if you need a meeting, if you need help. This is the one we don't like to talk about. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline, 1-800-273-8255, suicidepreventionlifeline.org. People are isolating. People are depressed. They can't get out and go do what they want to. So it's getting bad. There's healthcare workers that are committing suicide. There's people, our suicide numbers are going up just because of everything that's going on. Everybody's scared to death. And everybody's scared, and it's rightly so that they're scared with all this coming on, because we still don't know what's on the other side of all this. So if you need to talk to somebody, right here's your number. You call that number, or reach out to a friend or anything, but don't sit there by yourself in your own head. That's a dangerous place to be for some people. Okay, let me see what we got over here. Disinfectant wipes. Yes, use those. Use your Clorox wipes on ATM machines and all your debit cards. If you reach your debit card to somebody for whatever reason, wipe that thing off. ATM machines tonight, when people start lining up, I hope y'all got something to wiping things off with, because can you imagine the hands it's going to be on those buttons tonight? Credit card machines, stores, money's gross, period. You can spray down your money, you can wipe it off, whatever. I wash mine in the machine quite often if I actually have some in my pockets, because I never carry cash. Yeah. When you are shopping, you've wiped off your cart, you got your cart all wiped down, only pick up the things that you want. Don't go mingling through the aisles, picking up everything on the aisles and looking at it or whatever. I'm really bad for that, because I have to look at like carb counts and protein counts and all that kind of stuff. So I go in and I get what I know I need, put it in my buggy, and get out. I don't sit in there and look at whatever. If you can call and order your stuff online before you even go in there, that's even better. And do the whole curbside pickup. Curbside pickup as much as possible to stay away from people. Stay away from people right now. Just stay away from all of them. Just assume everybody has this virus and they're trying to give it to you. So just stay away from them. And you have to assume that you have this virus and you don't want to give it to somebody else. Take your shoes off at the door. It's going to pick up every drop of snot that you step on. Everything that could be on that ground that is where the biggest part of the germs are on the ground. 5-second rule is out the window right now. So make sure you take your shoes off outside of your house and leave them out there. Spray them off however you want to disinfect. That's fine. I've probably got 2 or 3 pairs on the porch right now. My OB told me that wearing a mask to prevent getting the virus is useless. I have a cloth mask my friend made, and curious if I should wear it to my last few appointments. I would wear it. I don't care what they told you. I would wear it right now. I would protect myself as much as possible right now, because it's coming. It's going to be here. It's everywhere right now. So, protect yourself. If you feel like you need to wear a mask, then you put a mask on. Ain't nobody gonna care, because I guarantee you turn around, there'll be somebody else with a mask on too. So it's not a big deal. If you see me out, you're probably gonna see me with a mask on. Or my big clown face thing. Makes me look less approachable. The 4 they said today, there was somewhere that on one of those maps I was looking at said that there was 4 in Floyd County, but that's not true. I don't know what happened there. Because Les Stapleton and Thursday is all over this. If they even think that, there might one, they're gonna know. And excuse my dog, I hear him barking. Yeah, we do need to pray together. Flu's still going around, so just be careful of everything right now. Yes, John Falter. I need the ice cream thing is bad. My 600-pound life might come to be true after all this. I don't know if they'll do the security guards at stores, but they need to. They're going to have to do something to try to control these crowds and stuff. Some of these bigger stores are saying that they can't do it. We're not allowed to do all this kind of stuff. And all you people that's going on about, oh, this is infringing on my rights and all that kind of stuff. Well, you ain't going to have no rights if you did. So, or how you going to feel if you're standing up for your rights and you carry the virus home and you kill your mama? So just chill with all that. This is about humanity right now. We're trying to get through this with as little damage as possible. So, and you all know who I'm talking about. I've watched you all on Facebook all day, and it's done all I could do to not comment, making me agree with Mikey Banks at times. So I don't know. I don't know how all this is going to turn out on the other side of this virus when we start on this down slope, but I think it's scary. So I'm not really afraid of much of anything in healthcare, but now this scares me. It don't really scare me for me. It scares me for my people. It scares me for my community. Um, scares me for my sister nurses and my people in healthcare. So wash your hands, social distance. Do not be out in large groups. Um, go out, get your groceries, do your business, go back to the house. Wear a mask if you got it, or a bandana, or something over your face, or some really cool stuff my boys use when they're hunting. I have one of those big giant military gas masks in there, so don't judge. Take your shoes off the door, wash your hands, hand sanitizer, Clorox wipes, clean your house. West Virginia is supposed to be shutting their borders down. I heard that too, so I don't know, but they might. I mean, Andy don't want us going out. We sure don't want nobody coming in. You know, we've done pretty good with that here, so everybody be safe. Be clean. Keep your fingers out of your mouth. Don't touch your face. Don't pick your nose. Don't. If you're going to pick your nose, at least do it with a clean hand. And don't be hanging out and going to visit anybody that don't live in the house with you. That was something I had that wrote on something, because that was a pretty good way of looking at it. You don't hang out with anybody that don't live in the house with you. I don't even know what I wrote it on. Because our testing, we still don't have enough tests around here. I do not believe it's why that we're not testing as much. The guidelines are very strict, and they have to be just because of the number of tests. Now, when they turn loose them ones that Abbott Labs is working on, Trump was talking about those, we'll be in a lot better shape, because those are done in just a few minutes. Everybody's going to know. But most of the people that's going to get this are going to be fine. They're going to feel like crap for a week or so, and then they're going to be fine. But there are those of us that's going to get this, and it's going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. So just staying at the house. Just stay home. Stay home if you don't have to be out. Only go out for your supplies when you have to have them. And if you do go somewhere and you're just out, it's a pretty day, and you're all driving and going out, don't get around nobody. Just drive to the top of the hill, watch the turkeys and the deer, and then go back to the house. So until next time, I guess that's it for this episode. Until next time, we'll see you guys.